Alright, hi y'all. My hair is not done, so I decided just to wear a hat. So, we do have the girls here. let me show you them. Hold on. Got Honey and Luna. Now you may say, where's Luna's car seat? It's not back there. It's in the trunk because we've been, doing a lot of driving, and I've been having people in the car. So what we about to do? Decided to take the girls with me. They like car rides. You know what? I think I might get Luna's car seat out of the trunk and get it set up. Give me a second. So immediately she gets in. I'm sure she'll go back in. Let's see what happens. I thought for sure she would get back there and sit back down, but I'm pretty sure she will. As soon as I put it back there, she sat in there and then she got up. Okay, y'all. So I did want to talk to you about some things I'm trying to do different. Now, I kind of touched on it. We've kind of touched on it a couple times in a couple of videos, but like, I feel like I go so hardcore in savings and, having such a limited amount of spending money. And I know a lot of people are like, girl, you work hard, treat yourself. And I do. I always do. Like, I tell you guys, if I bought something, I'll let you guys know. And I'll let you guys know I don't feel bad. But the thing is, it's not budgeted, right? So, like, that's the part I don't like, is that it's not budgeted. But at the same time, I don't like to have money just sitting out. If you guys see, like, my cash envelopes are only what $230 every 2 weeks, which is not a lot. And then you figure $50 of that, $100 of that is just basically savings for maintenance and outing. So that's like sinking funds. So other than that, I'm only having like what for cash $150. So we have like $50 for groceries for the 2 weeks. We have the dogs, which is $25. Couponing household items is $10. What else do we have? Oh, food out of $20. So my cash envelopes are, I feel, already at like the bare minimum, and I appreciate that. But I feel like sometimes when I get in my feelings, I just swipe, right? Like, I'm like, I want this, and I know it's good for me. Like, if I want it, I should get it, but that's not a healthy spending, right? It's not a well thought out process. It's just me filling a void or me trying to feel better. So that's why personally I don't keep I don't buy just because I want to. It's because I know myself and I don't need anything. I don't like to give into my wants all the time, because technically I would go broke and I will be back in debt just over a want. Don't think this because I save up a lot of money, that I don't want things. I want things, but I know myself, and most of the times, just like with the iPad, right, that I wanted. Could I have afforded it? Yes. Did I want it? Yes. But did I need it? No. Like, I'm like, oh, I can get it and use it for this, for my YouTube channel, and just being creative. And my son he's like me, right? We're like, we think things out. And sometimes he knows me, like he knows I think things out a lot. So when I'm like, oh, I want this, he's like, really? Do you need it? You know? So I love him for that, y'all. I really do, because you don't get a lot of kids that be like, oh yeah, mom, think twice, you know? What is your purpose behind it? Oh, you just in your feelings. And that speaks volumes for how I'm teaching my son, right? Like, just because you want something don't mean you have to get it. And if you're like, I'm an emotional eater, right? I will buy chips, candy, all the sweets in the world, and eat out all the time. Even sometimes, like, say forth this morning, today is Friday, March 5th, I had 3 ice creams. Now, did I need 3 ice creams? No, that was my breakfast. Did I need 3 ice creams? No, but I know I'm in my feelings. I'm stressed out. I'm really like, I'm in a good place. Like, I'm happy, you know, but I'm stressed. I'm stressed so much, which we'll talk about that later. And this all goes to say that I would like to have more spending money. Not just spending money. It's more or less like, you know, recently I just started to have a buffer. I had $20 buffer for the past, 2 times. And this time, that $20 buffer went towards us eating out, which is okay. It's okay. I don't have to calculate that. I don't have to write that down as a unwarranted spend, you know? So I felt okay doing it. But it's just like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just wish that I had a better relationship with money. And not saying that I don't have a good relationship. I feel like I have a good relationship with money, but I really hold myself back a lot. And I just wish I was more open. But at the same time, when I really think about it, I'm like, Candace, if you want something, girl, you can just buy it. And that's how I am. If I really want something, I will get it. But if I know it's just an impulse buy, I won't do it. Like, I'll have to think about it. And then I most likely will talk myself out of it. And I talk myself out of a lot of stuff. So with that being said, we're doing a fun category, right? We're doing a fun category. A family member just recently moved closer to us. They're still a couple hours away from us, but our plan is to meet up with them like every 2 weeks on a Sunday. And when I show you guys my my February expenses, or is it January's expenses? I forgot which expenses it is. Like, when we go see them, we want to go out to eat. You know, we want to probably buy a little bit here and there. We may want to do something a little bit fun that may cost a couple of dollars. That's what that fun category will be for, versus us saying like, oh, we can't do this, we can't do this. I want to just have that, you know what, we have this amount of money that will also include gas, because obviously being a couple hours away, it still takes gas to get there. So that will also include gas. Will eventually, I may increase our gas allotment. I may just do that. I don't know yet. So yeah, it's just like, I feel like I want more spending money, but at the same time, I know I don't need it. I feel like my allowance should definitely suffice for a lot of the stuff that I may want. Like, you guys know, with my allowance, I hardly ever buy myself any like real things. I usually spend it on food. So if I had my own allowance money, and I know I'm probably talking around in circles, but I'm just trying to talk through it, because it's all about knowing yourself, you know? Like, do I actually need more of an allowance? No, because that just means you're going to eat out more. That gives you the option of eating out more versus cooking at home and being in your feelings even more, because I technically do not like overspending on eating out. Unless it's crustaceans, then yeah, that's not a everyday thing. That's like once every month, if that. So let me tell you guys about my last paycheck from Kohl's. My last paycheck from Kohl's. That is $123 and like 36 cents. So 13 of that will go into, I would say, rent. 13 of that will go into rent, and I'll explain that to you in my paycheck video. 13 of that will go towards rent. There will be $10 that will go towards my mommy maintenance. I actually recently got me and Jamez, like 2 days ago, I got us some pizza. And with me leaving tip and whatever, I just evened it out to $10, and I took that from my mommy maintenance. So I'm going to reimburse my mommy maintenance back with $10, and that's going to leave me with $110 left. And that $110 will just be, that will just leave me with $100 to use however I wish. But how I'm going to use that, I'm just going to use that as spending money, okay? And use it strategically. It's not going to be meant to be used however I want. It's still going to be strategic. Even though sometimes I feel like I don't have a healthy relationship with money because of how money makes me feel, I feel like I have a good handle on it. And even when I am in my feelings, like if I buy something for $50, I sometimes feel bad, you know, if it's a want. Like, I know I don't really need it, and if I buy it, it's just like, really, Candace? But I have to let myself know, like, $50 out of how much you have saved up or how much you're making, it's not a big amount. But if you get in a habit of saying that, you make things seem okay, and you get into a habit. I don't want to be in a habit. That has never been me. And I feel like when I did make that a habit of just getting whatever I wanted, you know, after my husband passed, I got out of debt. And then I got myself back into debt because I fell back into a depression, and I just wanted to spend and buy whatever I wanted to fill this void. And that's what I mean. Like, so at the end of this all, as I talk to you guys, I feel like even though I am very strategic with my money for the most part, the things that I'm not strategic with, which is like my allowance money, that's okay, because that's what the allowance is for. You know, it's for me to use it however I wish without feeling guilty. And what I was seeing is that in like my January budget, that I was buying a little bit of stuff here and there, and that stuff was adding up. So I will have to, you know, share that with y'all. But some of it was the trip, you know, going to see my family member. It included that, getting food out while we were down there. So that was taking out of our extending our food out category. So that's why I'm making these little changes, because we're gonna do more things, and I just don't want to feel like I can't do something. Hopefully this all makes sense, but that's how I'm going to have $100 to basically use however I want. But it's gonna be, I'm gonna use it strategically. Let me know, do you guys ever like really talk yourself through things like I do? Or do you just be like, or are you the type of person to be like, at the end of the month, wow, I really did that? Let me know, because I feel like it can go one or two ways. You either are strict on yourself, or you're not strict. And you still feel bad either way sometimes, right? You feel like you're over strict, and then you feel bad because of it. But then at the same time, you're not strict. You feel good doing it, And then later on, when you're looking at all your bills and doing your budget, you're like, wow, I really did that. Like, I need a reel back. So I'd rather be on the first end of being strict in the beginning versus looking at the aftermath afterwards. And you guys know I've done that a couple of times. You know, I do my coming clean videos. My coming clean videos are me really being like, wow, I did that afterwards. Now, I don't feel bad for doing it because technically it may seem like a lot, but it's okay. Why is this old man honking his horn and that person don't even have a light? That light was red. People. But yeah, this is my talk because I feel like I know a lot of my family members are like, Candace, you just save way too much. And some of y'all just like, yeah, reel back, Candace. You've been doing really good with your savings. Give yourself some room. And I feel like I do give myself some room. It's not as may not be as big of a room that other people may like, but I feel like it's good for me. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about, y'all. I'm going to have $100 to use however I want, but it's basically going to be for me saving up for fun activities in the future. Or if I want to eat out, we could do that, but I really doubt it's going to be for eating out, to be honest. It's going to be for me seeing my family member, going to see them, paying for gas, and yeah. So discuss down below, share me your feedback, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.